Good evening, my dear friends, and welcome to our Friday night vigil, a vigil of peace, a vigil of retreating from the mind back to the heart. And as we come into the presence of love, we embrace love, the love of a Father, Mother God who cares about you, who cares about your needs. But first, if you have a candle nearby, I would like to invite you to light your candle with ours, and together we form a circle of light around this beautiful world, the Cathedral of God, a cathedral of light that has no walls. And I welcome you to come as you are, in your woundedness, in your joy, and to celebrate your divine gifting as a child of love. So let us be still and we focus on this light. It is a healing light, and it represents the cosmic Christ, the physician of our soul. Let us be still. Be still and just relax wherever you are in the world. Whatever your situation is, share it with the light. Release it to the light. Let it go. Let it go. And as we come into the presence of selfless love, I invite you to just be mindful of your in-breaths, your sacred breaths, and just breathe normally to the rhythm of your own breathing. And as you breathe in, be aware of the peace around you. It is a peace not of this world. It is the peace of God. Relax. And if you are hurting, if you are in need of support, leave me a message in the chat room, and I promise I will pray with you. But for those not logged in or who will watch this live recording, just visualize whoever your God, Goddess is, and use your gift of free will by inviting, invoking, and calling upon a loving God. Name your problem. Bless your problem. And release your problems to God. But do so in a spirit of mindful gratitude. Then take a step back and thank God for hearing your prayer. And each day keep on thanking God, because the power of gratitude and thanksgiving demonstrates that you have a trusting heart and that your prayers will be answered when the time is right for you. So be still. Be still and know that you are loved. And as we relax, I want to read something to you. One of our oblates in training to become a lay monastic member of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans, they're in their final year of training, and a part of their formation is rooted in the beautiful teachings of the great mystic Teresa of Avila. And the question was asked, God is present within the interior of my soul. I ask God, what does God want from me in this moment? And I want to share with you their reply. Shine and glow my inner light as bright and cheerful as the sun, the moon, and the stars. Be the love that you are. Allow love and grace to channel through you, through your being, like an electrical surge. Feel your whole being become illuminated with the love of our Lord God. Feel any unnecessary tension dissolve away. Do not allow yourself to be around negativity. Focus on holding positive thoughts, intentions. As negative thoughts are poisonous, acidic, highly toxic, and self-destructive to your body, and your vessel becomes clogged, foggy, diseased. Yuck. Pay attention to your thoughts. Notice and feel any emotion. And as soon as you notice a negative thought appearing, bless it and hand it over to the light and hand of God, our Holy Creator. The light of God dissolves all negativity away. Reach for a higher thought and allow happy thoughts and emotions to flow through your being with love. See the comedy, fun and laughter of life. Lighten your load and laugh. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. Always walk on the bright side of life and always walk on the right side of life. God has an amazing, funny sense of humor. And Sister goes on to say, to raise your vibrations, laugh, laugh, and laugh. And then laugh some more. Keep laughing. Warning, laughing is seriously good for your health. Laughter is a great tonic for your health. And pass this laughter on to others. What a joy laughter is. It not only lights up your face, it lights up the world. The earth energy is filled with the vibration of laughter, and the earth rejoices. This laughter raises us all into a higher awareness of consciousness. I am so happy, joyful, and thankful for the messages I am receiving. My being lights up like an Christmas tree, all happy, sparkly, and illuminated. Thank you for the blessing of being able to experience laughter. It's most definitely the best tonic in the world. So to conclude, I ask God, what does God want of me this moment? And the answer is simply this: shine and glow your inner light, as bright and cheerful as the sun, the moon, and the stars. And do it with laughter, and let that laughter empower hearts, embrace who they are. I'd like us to reflect on those words. For those words from Sister are true and from her heart. And I share them with love. Because we're not too old to learn. And I learned something today when Sister read her homework to me. And it brought joy to my heart. And in the stillness of this hour, we come as the beloved of God. We may be feeling weary, heavily laden, or heavily burdened. But come with me. Join me in our monastery garden. Let us sit under the cherry tree and let us become aware of what's around us. Because so often when we're busy rushing, toing and froing, we very rarely see the beauties of creation. Because we're so focused to get from A to B. And all the little treasures of nature often are walked on, bypassed. So let us now see them. Visualize a peaceful garden. You're sat there with me and we are relaxed. And the cherry blossom is in full bloom. And it's a beautiful sunny afternoon. And around the monastery garden, you can hear the chimes, the metal chimes, the wooden bamboo chimes, and that gentle breeze is creating an orchestral maneuver to allow your mind relax. You decide to kick off your sandals or shoes and place your feet on the sacred earth, and you feel currents of love flow up through your feet from Mother Earth. And this is allowing you to just slip into a gentle slumber and allow the spirits of nature cocoon you in the cathedral of love. You are safe now. You are protected. And most importantly, you are loved as a child of God. And you're aware in your relaxed frame of mind that nature is at her best. Birds are singing. You can hear the hens in the monastery garden clucking away to their heart's content. You can even hear the 3 monastery dogs, Winston, Clemmy and Poppy, playing nearby. And the aroma of flowers, the fragrance from the lavender and the rose has caught your attention. And with each in-breath, it's having a relaxing impact on your mind. Be aware of the lavender. Be aware of the scented roses all around you. and the sweet pea climbing up the cherry blossom, benefiting from the rays of brother sun. You are in a cathedral of love, and all around you nature is bestowing upon you a special blessing, a welcome into her domain. And with every in-breath that you breathe, you become aware of the presence of the Christ and Magdalena, the divine masculine and feminine energies of God come towards you. They greet you and they bless you. They ask your name, but they already know your name. And you feel a real connection, a feeling that you have known these two people for a very long time. Your energetic footprints have connected with theirs, and it brings you back to 2,000 years ago by the Red Sea, when you were trained by Magdalena to bring the Christ energies back to the heart. And it was the Christ who invited you to come back into this incarnation and hold his light, his selfless love for all mankind. Be still. Be still now. In the stillness of the afternoon shade, you sense the Christ speaking directly to your heart these beautiful words. There can be self-erected barriers against receiving all that I have to give to you today. There are the more obvious barriers: unforgiven sin, resentment, the pride which is content to allow relationships to be unhealed. Then there are the more subtle barriers, especially that of spiritual reserve, not really expecting of me, not fully acknowledging my intimate involvement and my intervention. Spiritual reserve is very vulnerable to the assaults of evil. There is the danger of the wrong sort of self-reliance, rather than the invitation of myself into situations. The greater the reserve, the narrower is the opening for my influence. Such reserve is corrected by asking me for the gift of childlike faith, one which looks to me with awe and with an expectation which is completely justified. Expect only the best from me, reaching heights which once seemed a mere dream. I'll read that again. Expect only the best from me, reaching heights which once seemed a mere dream. And in Mark 10, verses 15 we read, "Whoever does not receive the kingdom of God as a little child will not enter." And we read there, we are empowered each day of our pilgrim journey to become childlike, not childish. So how do we become childlike? Think back to when you were a little boy or girl. You would always go to your mom or dad. If you were a little boy, you'd always go to your mom. Little girls always went to their dad. And the Father, Mother God is inviting you and me to become childlike again, to trust in our Father, Mother God, that they will meet our needs, but not our wants. So let us now ask the cosmic Christ who is here to come into our life, to come into our heart and fill it with abundant love. Are you ready to ask? Well, use your gift of free will and now ask the cosmic Christ without any frills. Just come from your heart and ask him now for the specific help you need today. And in the silence of the moment, you sense a wave of gratitude flow over you. And you can sense that the Christ is connecting with your heart as he embraces his arms around you and whispers in your ear, "There is nothing to be afraid of. Trust. Trust your heart, for it is your teacher. It is the gateway to your soul. It is the gateway to God." Relax now and allow the healing touch of the cosmic Christ penetrate your mind, your body, and your spirit. And in the arms of the Christ, he speaks to you. And he says, realize the value of rest shared consciously with me. Realize the completeness of what you receive as you step aside from the world's demands and anxieties and surrender to my presence. Come often for rest, however brief the time available. Give your concerns into my love. Think of yourself as a child, a forgiven child, where there has been sorrow over hurt to me. No human agency can give the absolute shielding of the mind, which is the product of my love and of my conquest of evil, as I deal with the causes of mental conflict. Physical rest alone can restore only partially restore, because much can still disturb. It is only when you rest in me that things are seen in their true proportion. Glimpsing away through the curtains